Hey guys, happy Tuesday. It's Zach. I'm coming at you today with a gin-based cocktail called the Gin Nay. Gin Nay. Or Forrest Gump. Okay, moving on. Alright, so you're going to take a glass, a rocks glass, fill it up with one big fat rock if you're one of those bougie people like myself, or just put two rocks. That's fine. You're going to take about a cup's worth combined total of the juice of a lemon, olive juice, and pickle juice, because it's a southern cocktail, so you gotta get nasty. You want it to look like swamp water. You want it to look like Alabama swamp water is what you want this drink to look like. We're gonna take a 3 count of gin, because it's called the Gin A. Actually, we're gonna make it 4 count so it's more gin prevalent. So I can actually call it the Gin A. 1, 2, 3, 4. Kidding. That's dramatic effect. God damn it, get on here. Okay. You take Courvoisier or cognac. I'm gonna do a soft 3 count. 1, 2, 3. Just straight juice and booze. Like I like it. Alright, you're gonna, since this takes place in Alabama, not Louisiana, yeah, it takes place in Alabama, and like it's kind of Creole, and Bubba Gump like to make Creole shrimp gumbo, shrimp this. We're gonna go over the whole monologue in just a second, trust me. You're gonna take a little bit of Cajun Creole seasoning, Tony Chachery. I don't know, this shit is the best. Get it, it's cheap, it's surprisingly does not have MSG in it. You're gonna do a 1, 2, 3, shake. So we're gonna cover that. I'm just gonna shake for 10 seconds. Just let everything get nasty and murky and swamp watery and Alabama-y and roll tidy, and we're gonna take our jobs, and I'm not gonna social distance anyway, so I'm just off on a tangent here. Yeah, that was probably longer than I fucking should have. You're gonna take the top off, because we're not done yet. No. We're gonna take a stalk of rosemary, a piece of rosemary, and we're just gonna burn the ever-loving shit out of it. Just burn it like we should do Trump. I'm sorry, no. It's gonna be just like Midsommar, you know, like that guy in the bear suit. Just light this motherfucker all the way on fire. Get it burned, you know, just crack. Ooh. Okay, this is too much. I just like burning shit in case you didn't notice. Put that bitch right back down in there. And then we're gonna shake it again and get it infused with the roasted rosemary flavor and all that jazz and all that jazz. We're gonna take the lid off. We're gonna take the garnish out first, because that's what makes it purty. We're gonna dump it. Ooh, that looks nasty. That just looks like murky old Cumberland, Tennessee water. Then I'm gonna drop a few olives in it because it's savory and it's like a white trash martini on meth. Except what people on meth do not drink Courvoisier, trust me. They drink Canadian Mist. And then we're gonna take some time so it looks like, you know, just more weeds in the swamp water. You know, it looks like, you know, like the olive could be like a person's testicle or something. I'm sorry, I'm getting really gross here. Anyways, here it is. Cheers, and I'll join you in my bedroom, yon boudoir, for just a second for the game. That's pretty fucking good. Greetings and salutations, everybody. Been sipping on this baby, and I think I'm gonna rename it Miss Jackson, because it's nasty. Oh, yeah, I'm also drinking soda water because this shit's too acidic. Honey. You know, I'm big, but my stomach is sensitive. You know, you wouldn't think it with these mounds. These old B cups right here. Lord. I'm almost like, it's like Tracy Lords kind of, you know, back in the old days. Anyways, I'm off on a tangent here. And we haven't even started talking about the movie. Okay. Let's begin our drinking game. It's gonna be fun. Also, I'm just gonna let you know, I'm just gonna throw quotes out there. So drink on those quotes. It specifies if it's like one that's repeated, so pay attention. It's very important. Run, Forrest, run, is said. God. Every time Forrest says, Mama said, or Mama says, and he says that like every other word in the movie. Seats taken. Okay, another thing about dialect coaches and southern accents. Who gave that kid the okay to do the line like that. We do not talk like that in Alabama. I mean, I don't know. Like, I haven't been to Alabama in a while. Alabama's like, the South is kind of Tennessee is like, well, at least we're not Kentucky. We should be Kentucky. You want to know why we should be Kentucky? Because our governor's smarter than ours fucking is. Anyways, political tangents. It's gonna get worse as the quarantine goes on. I'm just gonna warn you. Yes. Yeah, but no. I think that, like every state's like, well, at least we're better than this one. Tennessee's like, well, at least we're not. Alabama, I'm kidding. Alabama is wonderful. It's gorgeous. Muscle Shoals is wonderful. Florida is where we should be really trashing, because Florida is the asshole of our country. Like, Jersey is the armpit, Florida is the asshole, and Maine is like the beautiful face, where Stephen King writes. Anyways, I should really get back to this game. You don't really want to just hear me during, ramble, or do you? We're gonna take a drink every time Greenbow, Alabama is said. Take a drink whenever Sally Field fucks the principal. So Forrest can go into kindergarten because he's mentally challenged. I thought it was funny. The whole day. I can't do this. Oh God, you're gonna hate me when you see me next, or you're gonna love me. Please love me. I'm just like Liza. All I ever wanted was love. God, I got to work quickly. Jesus, moving on. Take a drink every time Jenny does something shitty, so have fun, because she's just a fucking asshole. Me and Jenny was like peas and carrots. I gotta pay. I'd probably get really, really stoned and go on national TV and be like, how are you feeling? I actually have to piss. I'd probably reword it because I'm tacky. Not too bad. Got some clout, whatever fancy words. Fuck this. Okay, you're gonna take a drink whenever you realize that Robin Wright and Tom Hanks are too old to be high school seniors. Like, honey, please. No. Take a drink every time Forrest appears on TV. Stupid is as stupid does is said. And we really live by that here in the South, because some of us don't do stupid shit. I'm kidding. Whole life is one big bad decision after the next. Just one big nervous breakdown after the other. Lord, I'm like a character in Tennessee Williams' play. I should play Blanche DuBois in drag. No one let it happen, but I should. It'd be wonderful. Because I have always depended on the kindness of strangers. Also, we're doing Still Magnolias soon. Don't worry, bitches. We are going to roast the fuck out of that movie, because that movie is to Southerners what, I don't know, The Sopranos was to people from Jersey. I don't know. Did The Sopranos take place in Jersey? I never fucking watched it. You're gonna take a drink every time Forrest beats the shit out of a guy for Jenny. He really shouldn't have. Well, yeah, he should have. She kind of needs people watching her. She didn't. She wasn't raised right. Bless her heart. Bless her heart in the South basically means she's a dumb bitch. Translation. Take a drink whenever Forrest meets Bubba for the first time. Take a drink whenever Bubba goes on his tirade about shrimp. I love it. Also, I really want shrimp right now. God damn it, I should have got some when I was at the store today. Socially distance, be responsible, and don't do these games, until the quarantine is over, by the way. I feel like I shouldn't have to explain this to you people, but, you people being my friends on Facebook, and, maybe the 1% of person who watches this on YouTube who doesn't have common sense. But, yeah, don't do this till the quarantine's over. I think it goes without saying. I'm not going anywhere until this shit's over. Until I have to go back to work, I'm not going to. I will sell feet pics on the internet before I have to go back out and deal with public. Did I just say that out loud? Okay, no, Okay, Bubba, shrimp tirade. During the It Was Raining monologue, where he's a nom. Backwoods rain, sideways rain. I'm getting a little sweaty. Okay, just got through taking a shower. I always get a little sweaty after a shower. It's the toxins leaving my body. Every time Jenny does something self-destructive, including not almost jumping off of a fucking apartment complex balcony while she's on the cocaine. Every time Forrest and Jenny reunite, just they go back like red light and green light. I swear those two, they need to just, they finally got married. gonna try not to laugh when I deliver this next line. But Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs. Just finish your fucking drink on that line. I love it. Oh, Gary Sinise. He's so talented. So was Tom Hanks, I mean, obviously. And Robin Wright, too. Awesome on House of Cards, by the way. Whenever he gives Bubba's mama the money from one of the many fucking things he did throughout the movie. I forget exactly which one it was. But, and she faints. What does she do? She hires her the first old white bitch she can find. And I'm like, yes. Yes, you make that. But make those white people suffer. Take a drink. Maybe pour one out for your homies a little bit. I'm not gonna actually pour it out on my bed. Whenever Mama passes, Sally Field, God, I love her. She's wonderful. You should read her memoir in pieces. It's a wonderful book, actually. Made me see her in a whole new light. You know, it made me see her as more than just, you like me, you really like me. You know, and I always have. But you know, that just kind of was one of those things that, you know, I think if they knew why she said it, the emotions that were going through her during that, they wouldn't make fun of her for that, because that bitch had a fucked up life. I mean, that woman had a fucked up life. I'm sorry, Sally Field. I'm not calling you a bitch. You were awesome. And she's also a friend of Dorothy. I think one of her sons is homosexual. Yeah, he is actually. And we love allies. We'll take them wherever we can get them. I feel like the ladies who lunch over here. I'm gonna do a cover of that, by the way. Maybe, I don't fucking know. Should I? You're gonna take a drink every time Forrest passes and you plays on his cross-country run. So if you're not drunk by now, you will be soon. When Forrest sees his son for the first time and he tells him he can see dead people. Wrong movie. What's up, Haley Joel Osment? If you're watching this, Tusk was pretty good. It was fucked up. I watched it while I was on mushrooms. I probably shouldn't have, but it was fun regardless. Take a drink whenever Jenny and Forrest finally get married. Finally. Jesus fucking Christ, Jenny. Get off the fence. Finally. Take a drink when she dies from the AIDS. Now, you know, here in the South, we call things you know, like we call like the coronavirus, the cancer, the AIDS, the diabetes. It's not diabetes, it's diabetes. You know, like diabetes to death, you know. And finally, just take a drink every time a feather appears on screen, opening and beginning. This was longer than I anticipated. Hopefully you watch. Hopefully, you know, whatever. I'm rambling at this point. But, enjoy. I do love this movie. I just like to make fun of things, you know? Like, try to be nice. But yes, tomorrow we're going to be doing Booksmart. So if you haven't watched it, get your ass on Hulu if you have a Hulu subscription. If you don't have a Hulu subscription, fucking rent that goddamn movie because it's genius. Bye. And remember, stupid is as stupid does. Don't be fucking stupid.